All right, let's talk about a huge challenge facing pretty much every company in Vietnam right now. That intense, non-stop battle for the best tech and creative talent. We're going to break down how you can actually win it.
So, if you're trying to hire in Vietnam's tech scene, this question probably keeps you up at night, right? It feels like the entire game has changed, and finding great people is just so much harder than it used to be. But why? What is going on?
Well, here's a number that kind of puts it all in perspective. We're looking at an estimated 200,000 unfilled tech and creative jobs in Vietnam by 2026. Let that sink in. This isn't just a small hiring challenge, it's a massive gap that companies are struggling to fill.
And when you have that much demand and not enough supply, what you get is, well, it's a talent war. It's this fierce, ongoing competition where the old ways of recruiting just don't work anymore.
And the consequences are real. I mean, just imagine this. Your best engineers are getting 5, maybe even more job offers simultaneously. Senior level salaries, they're jumping up by 25% every single year. And even if you manage to hire someone amazing, there's a 20 to 30% chance they'll be gone within a year. And here's the kicker. Before a great candidate even thinks about applying, you better believe they're online, digging into your company's reputation.
So the takeaway here is pretty stark. Just posting a job and hoping the right people find it, that's a losing game now. The entire landscape has shifted. You have to be proactive.
And that proactive approach, that secret weapon in this whole talent war, is what we call employer branding. It's about getting ahead of the conversation and playing offense, not defense.
So what on earth is it? Simply put, employer branding is just your company's reputation as a place to work. It's the story people tell about you when you're not in the room. And most importantly, it answers that one critical question every candidate has. Why should I work for you instead of all the other options I have? And listen, this isn't some fluffy, nice-to-have HR thing. Just look at these numbers. The return on investment is absolutely massive. A strong employer brand means you're hiring 40% faster, you're cutting your recruitment costs by up to half, and you're boosting retention by 50%. This directly impacts your bottom line. It's a no-brainer.
Okay, so you're on board. But where do you even start? Well, it all begins with what's called the Employer Value Proposition, or EVP. This is the absolute heart of your brand.
Think of your EVP like this. It's the deal. It's the unique promise you make to your employees. It's the sum of all the benefits and rewards they get for bringing their skills and their passion to your company. It's answering their unspoken question, what's in it for me?
And a powerful EVP is more than just a paycheck. Yeah, you need a competitive salary. That's table stakes. But it's also about showing people a clear path for career growth, having a mission they can actually believe in, a culture that isn't toxic, and a real budget for them to learn and develop. And today, work-life balance and flexibility are absolutely non-negotiable.
Now this is what a great EVP looks like in the wild. It is so specific and compelling. It hits every single point. Great pay, real growth, flexibility, a sense of ownership with equity, and a mission that matters. That's not a job ad. That's an invitation to build a career.
Okay, so you figured out your core promise. Now for the really important part. How do you actually get that message out there and build a brand that people trust? The #1 rule, above all else, is that it has to be real. This slide says it all. There's the culture on the wall, the fancy mission statement in the lobby, and then there's the culture in the hall, how people actually behave and how decisions really get made. Top talent can spot a fake a mile away. And if there's a gap between what you say and what you do, you've lost all credibility. In today's world, you have to meet people where they are, and that's on social media. But it's not about boring corporate posts. It's a pretty simple 3-step playbook. First, showcase your real employees. Second, empower them and encourage them to share their own stories. And third, actually engage. When someone comments, reply to them. It shows you're a real human being who's actually listening.
And you know what happens when you get this right? You unlock your single most powerful recruiting channel, your own team. Happy employees who believe in the mission become your best ambassadors. And the data is staggering. Hires from referrals stay 40% longer, are 25% more productive, and they cost half as much to find. Your best recruiters are literally already working for you.
So let's tie all of this together. How do you actually come out on top in this incredibly competitive market?
Look, if you only take one thing away from our chat today, please let it be this. Employer branding is not just another project for your HR team to handle. It's a core business strategy. In a world where talent is the most valuable resource, your brand is your single greatest competitive advantage.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Your employer brand is being built online right now, with or without you. People are talking, so the only real question is, in 2026, what story will they be telling about you?